All right, this show that we're going to talk about is that special that we both want to have to break this down. Okay, it's the incomparable. It's just the best show ever when it
Mhm.
comes to sitcoms. You know what I'm saying? Comedy, fashion, staying up with the times at that time in that era. Staying up with hip hop. This was like our first hip hop show, I want to say ever, through and through. It was unapologetically hip hop. The Martin Show.
Mhm.
The Martin Show. Martin Show starred in, obviously, Martin Lawrence. Came out in 1992. Now, I have to, before we get into the show, I have to give props to Tisha Campbell, who plays Gina, Thomas Ford, who plays Tommy, Carl Payne, that plays Cole, Tashina Arnold, that plays Pam. Gotta give a special shout out to Garrett Morris, who
Mhm.
plays Dan. Gotta give a shout out to Tracy Morgan, that plays Hustle Man. Gotta give a shout out to Reginald Ballard for playing Bruh Man. I One of my favorite characters on the show, top three favorite characters on the show. I gotta give a special shout out to Jerry Gray, who played Miss Jerry. Um, I gotta give a shout out to John Grice, who plays Sean Lampley, that plays he plays Nipsey. Yo Yo, the rapper Yo Yo, who plays Kilolo.
Kilolo.
Simba Kai, who plays Laquita. Kid, who plays himself on one of the classic episodes. Another classic episode with Chris Rock, who he plays Valentino. Um, David Allen Greer, who plays Reverend Leon Lonnie Love.
We used to pimp together back in Cleveland.
All of
Yeah.
it fucking looks, you heard? You know what I'm saying?
But now we pimping for the Lord.
Tommy Davidson, that plays Varnell Hill.
Catfish delicious.
Catfish delicious, you heard? Man, Catfish delicious. And last but not least, Bentley Kyle Evans, who plays the sus dude. And he was the main showrunner, producer of Martin, but he also
Oh, nigga talking
character
Almond Brown.
the Almond Brown. Almond Brown. You know what I'm saying? First of all, my name ain't no damn Almond. Oh man. So I had to give those shout outs. I had to give because they was just all ingredients to the pot, and of course Martin Lawrence. Of course Martin Lawrence. Uh, the floor is yours, and we'll break it down
Oh,
from.
it's just so many layers to this shit. Like, if you just go on episodes where the shit was so funny that niggas almost broke character, it's plenty of those episodes right there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Where niggas just actually just almost got Martin Lawrence laughing, or other actors playing in the episode dying laughing. It's just so many episodes, but to go to my point of almost breaking character, one of my favorite episodes is when Martin Lawrence had his CD player stolen, right?
oh God,
But you gotta remember, when these CD players first came out and you paid like $600 for a CD player, that was for real, because it was
yeah,
like what, 93, no, 94, 95 when CD players came out.
uh-huh,
Yeah, that shit was like $400, $500 for a
yeah,
CD player. Then
yeah,
that's unheard of to think about it now. But
yeah.
back then, coming out of cassette players and then you get CDs, paying $600 was it was the norm. You know what I'm
That was,
saying? So
yeah, facts, and it
so
showed.
when the nigga had the episode of him just sitting down in a circle, everybody wearing black, and he mimicked the scene from our favorite movie, New Jack City.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Nigga brought out the stuffed dog. He's like, yo, don't nobody just almost broke character, kid. Like, oh my god, it's just too many funny episodes. The episode where them niggas was snowed in.
Oh man.
And this nigga Hustle Man came through with
on the 4th floor.
He talking about, yo, well, how the fuck the snow gonna be up on the 4th floor? He's like, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga Hustle Man trying to hustle some hands on the bread. And the nigga trying to give recipes to Gina, talking about, yo, she was like, yo, how you marinate this shit? Nigga said, I'm marinating pork and beef juice for 2 to 3 days. And she's like, yo, what you use? Sugar? He's like, nah, that's passe. Molasses. Yo, we talked about this shit like
molasses.
goes back.
We using molasses.
I'm in my late 30s, my nigga. I've been to hella supermarkets buying food. I ain't never seen molasses a day in my life, my nigga. I don't know where the fuck you could buy molasses, my nigga. Chat, please tune in and let me know if y'all know where y'all could buy molasses. Because I would definitely want to see what the fuck molasses is, what the fuck it look like, and what the fuck you could do with molasses. Because when the nigga say he marinate this shit in molasses, I'm like, what the fuck is molasses, my nigga? As a young nigga, I'm watching this shit like, yo, what the fuck is... I know what pork and bean juice is, but molasses, I don't know what the fuck that is, son.
Yo, son, when he said pork and bean juice, pork and bean juice, yo, you can see Martin about to lose it where Martin mastered knowing where the cameras is at and like turning away from the cameras. So like when he say pork and bean juice, like he just like turned to the side like
And stay on, yo, he's a true actor for real, because ain't no way in hell I could be able to be on set with these niggas and not bust up every time and gotta redo the scene, because ain't no way, my nigga. They'll probably have to fire me because the shit was just too funny. It's just too many fucking episodes that's so funny. But the greatest trope of all throughout the whole 5 seasons is when Pam and Martin go at each other with the jokes.
Yes.
Oh my god! When I say that shit is forever the funniest shit when they go at each other.
Yeah.
Yo, chat, I'm telling you, it's the funniest shit ever. So I could watch every episode to this day. I've watched the shit. I bought the DVDs. I got all the seasons, and even though I got the seasons, the CDs, and all that shit, the DVDs. I mean, if the shit come on TV, I'm still watching the shit.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
I'm still watching this shit. 30 years later, I don't care, my nigga. Like, I'm a die still quoting Martin episodes, my nigga.
And special shout out, I forgot to include Miguel Nunez, who played Pretty Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Fontaine. That's what Pretty Ricky got their name. People don't know that. They played Ricky Fontaine. Shout out to Miguel Nunez. Keith Sweat was on the show. Biggie Smalls was on the show. Method Man was on the show. Oh my God.
Just so many people, son.
And Hemsley was on the show. Oh man, Billy D. Williams was on the show. Richard Pryor was on the show, but he wasn't on the show. Like they, you know, if you were a big Martin fan, they used to do like intros, and he was in one of the intros, but he wasn't in the episode. Dang, I mean, Martin, like it's funnier now as an adult than it was when we was kids. When we was kids, mind you, like that Thursday lineup, like I remember that joint like yesterday because I was literally like in the 3rd grade because Martin came out 92. So no, I was in the 2nd grade, right? So this is 92. This is 92. On every Thursday, my mother worked like a second job, but when she came home, she got home like around like 7:30, 7:45, and she always went to this one restaurant on Thursday, and she either brought home, you know, some buffalo wings or a deluxe cheeseburger. So imagine having a deluxe cheeseburger and some buffalo wings, watching the Thursday night lineup. Martin at 8 o'clock, Living Single at 8:30, and New York Undercover at 9 o'clock.
Fire lineup, son.
Fire. You know what I'm saying? Martin, that show has like, again, funnier now than it was when I was a kid, because as a kid it was just funny. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, I understand everything Martin is going through. Like, one of my favorite episodes is when he was struggling and he started getting himself acclimated back into society, trying to get his life together. You know what I'm saying? So this is when he turned down all these jobs. He didn't want to work at Hoochie Burger. He didn't want to be the. He didn't want to really work for the Buffin company. So he tried. He tried being working for the post office, and he quit. Right. So as he walking through the door, and Gina's like, "Oh, baby, nah, not again." He was like, "Mama told me it'll be days like this." And then she was like, "Yo, you can at least deliver all the mail before you quit." He was like, "Nah, Gina, nah. This is all my man. These are all bills, Gina." He said, "Look, first notice, second notice. Don't let me catch your ass in the street."
Yeah.
Oh, oh my God. Funny, 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 funny. Oh my God. It's too many episodes. The episode, again, well, this was before he was struggling. This is when he first lost his job. Without telling y'all, he loses his job. He's in between. So he comes up with this idea to sell T-shirts. Leave it up to his mans in them on the fifth floor to go sell the T-shirts. And these T-shirts are supposed to have Whitney Houston on the T-shirt, but it ended up having a picture of the dude that's with him, that's played by Brudman, and a wig on, and he's illiterate, so he can't spell Whitney Houston. He's has Whitney Hutton on the shirt. Oh my God! You took that's one of my other favorite episodes. Oh
Nigga
my.
said, yo, Gina said, yo, what happened to Brother Man? She's like, Martin's like, I don't know what happened to Brother Man. He was running with the slow bop. Yeah. Oh.
Yo! Stop playing. Yo, funny, bro. Oh my God.
Another reoccurring theme was it was a minor one, but it was just enough to just be iconic. Was a fucking rat.
Oh my God.
With, son. Oh,
The
son.
possum rat puppy?
That ain't no damn puppy, Gina. It was when they was on vacation. This
Oh
nigga
my God.
and Pam tag team and fucked this rat
Yo,
marsupial raccoon up, son.
oh my, I fell out, bro.
At the end of the shit, they was like, yo, I'm glad we was able to come in together on that shit. I know it must be hard fighting a family member.
Oh my.
She's like, yo, I had to help you. That little thing way more than your little ass. Oh my God, son.
Buddy. You know what's one of my other favorites, bro?
Bro.
Is when Pam got with Simon.
Simon in the skybox.
Simon in the skybox. Oh my God, that episode was hilarious. Another classic episode. People don't talk about this episode often. That people that mess with Martin is the episode when they got the invitation to go to the slopes for the weekend, and Tommy, and people didn't know what Tommy did. So they
Yeah. Son.
it was like his job was or whatever, and they like there's gonna meet this chick named Aquanetta, thinking it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a sister. You know what I mean?
It ended up being some white girl and shit.
Yeah.
But the funniest part wasn't Pam dating that fucking Hotep brother before Hotep was even a name and shit?
Yeah,
everything was all black. This,
yeah,
all, right?
yeah.
So at the end, why this nigga all Oh, and after the white girl and shit, I was dying, son. Like, yo, this fake Hotep thinking like, yo, that shit was funny and shit, son.
Oh my God.
And another fucking ongoing theme was nobody knew what Tommy did, son.
I found out what he did. I found out what Tommy did.
You
He
gotta
was
share, my nigga. You gotta share this, kid.
he was an undercover detective, bro.
ain't no fucking way, son.
He was an undercover detective. You know why? Because when Martin came on at 8 o'clock, right? At 9 o'clock, New York Undercover came on. Who's on New York Undercover in the 4th season playing an undercover cop? Tommy. That's right. Thomas Ford that played Tommy ended up on New York Undercover.
Yo, my shit keep reconnecting on some goofy shit. But yeah, son. Oh my God, son.
Yeah.
Another great character was Big Shirley.
Big Shirley. Matter of fact, we seen Big Shirley one time.
It was in the early season.
Yeah. And then they
the first season and shit.
Yeah, but they did it. It got funny in the fact that we didn't see her anymore. She just kept getting bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God.
Yo,
What?
niggas was like, yo, what episode when Cole was like, yo, I want to move in with you and shit, right? This when they had Nipsey's, and the nigga ordered some big ass fucking lamb chops.
The turkey.
Yo, like this big in a plate on the platter and shit, right? So they brought the platter over. Then this bitch had like a 72-ounce mug of straight beer, right?
Yeah. And slurped that shit down like it was like a snack or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And then one of the waitresses came by and was like, hey, Big Shirley, hey, quick question. Why do they call you Big? He's like, I know you didn't try to disrespect. You better go on back to your little job.
Yo, shout out to Kalita Smith that played one of the waitresses on Martin. She ended up playing on the Jamie Foxx show as Fancy best friend. She played the wife.
Oh yeah, she was. She was there. Yeah. Yo, Nipsey had some bad waitresses. I'm not gonna lie to you, kid.
In the 90s, bro, if I was an adult in the 90s, Kalita Smith would have been on my, like, I gotta go get her. Like, that's wifey.
This nigga Nipsey had some junks. You know what I'm saying?
She was bad. She still looked good, but and when she was in her prime, them 20s, it was like, bro, pause. Oh my God. Shout out to her too. One of my other favorite episodes. I gotta shout this out because there's so many dope episodes. Probably my favorite episode of all favorite episodes is when he's stuck at the damn DMV. Oh my God. He got to deal with Sherman Hemsley and he got to deal with Miss Jerry. And he got to deal with the sus dude.
Yeah, Almond Joy, nigga.
Calling him Almond Joy and singing him songs and all that at the DMV.
He's like, yo, I can help you with your little test, nigga.
Help you with your little test.
Yo, as a young nigga, that made me so scared for the DMV, dog. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I hope the DMV really ain't like this, son.
In Brooklyn, it was.
Yo, at certain DMVs back in the hood, it was like that. The one in Jamaica Ave, definitely like that. There was another one. If you didn't go to the one on Ave, you had to go to one all the way in fucking West Queens and shit. I forgot that area, but that was okay. But this is pre-COVID days where you needed a fucking an appointment and shit. You could just walk up in there and shit.
Yeah.
The earlier you got, the quicker you would be seen and get the fuck out and shit. But back in the day, that's how it used to be. So you just walk in.
I remember in Brooklyn at one time, the DMV on Atlantic Avenue, that was like a nightmare. Like, if you had to go to the DMV, do not go to the one on Atlantic Avenue because you're gonna be there. like, and when they opened the one on Atlantic Avenue, that freed up the one in Coley Island. So because I lived in Flatbush, like more so by Mill Basin, I would shoot over to Coley Island because it wasn't as packed as the one on Atlantic Avenue was. But yeah, love that episode of Martin. That one is probably one of my top tier favorite episode of all time. I love the one when he bought the new house and he dressed as Ike Turner and Gina was dressed as Tina Turner. He chasing her with the platform shoe. Oh my god, bro. Oh man. That show is so popping. I remember when my daughter was, I would say, 8 years old, and I introduced her to Martin. She probably like 6 or 7, and I turned Martin on. I was like, "Yo, watch that." And she's complaining the whole time. I don't want to watch it. I walked out the room to get her some snacks. I came back, she was quiet, and then she's like cheesing it, right? Now, like my daughter does this thing where when she don't want to be wrong, she will smile and try not to laugh. But Martin was so funny that cheese gonna turn into you gonna chuckle and then you gonna laugh, like you know what I'm saying. You can't hold it back. So ever since then, she became like an avid Martin fan to the point where it's like I gotta make sure my DVDs is in the thing because she would mess around and just take it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool or whatever. But she became a big fan of Martin too. So that's a testament of that. You know what I'm saying? So
Thanks.
dope, dope, dope. Any other episodes that stick out to you in the Martin before we move on?
Another favorite episode is when the nigga quit his job and went to LA to go check out Varnell Hill
Oh,
and shit, right?
God.
Yo,
Oh, my.
that was two-part episode type of shit. So it was just fucking hilarious when the niggas like, yo, we in LA and shit, yo, check the Adams app. Oh, and they had the fake Michael Jackson nigga, and the nigga washed Martin up and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Two-piece Martin real quick, nah, man. But within that joint though, he was like, yo, ain't that Madonna in the corner? She just gonna bust it wide open all in the green room. Like that's what she doing. Like,
Nigga say you come to Hollywood and you get a grape. He's like, yo, there ain't enough sisters in there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Where's the sisters at? You know what I'm saying? This nigga Varda have mad white bitches in the back green room and shit. Like,
yo, funny show, bro. Classic show. Again, before we move on to the next segment, salute to Martin for that work of art. Oh, and you know who I'm forgetting too? Because he had a couple scenes, but he was actually one of the writers on the show. I don't remember his name. Remember the character that played Little Dog?
Little Dog.
And he also was a barber in Mr. Jim's barbershop. He had like the shag in the middle.
Oh yeah, the light skinned dude.
Yeah. Shout out to him too. He was funny as well. I feel like I'm missing a couple people before we fully move on from Martin, but yo, salute to everybody that was on there, that put in their time, their energy to make
super iconic show. Bro.
Iconic, making
that shit
laugh, making generations laugh, bro.
Oh my god, still to this day, son. Hilarious shit.
Fire. Must see if you've never seen it. What are you doing? And for those of you that don't think Martin is funny,
y'all bugging.
I question your whole sense of humor. Like your sense of humor is questioned at like for real. So yeah, so again, shout out to Martin. Cologne, you got cologne for us?
All right, y'all. For y'all want to smell good and